Police Captain Thomas Paul Tennant died in the line of duty December 12, 2008. That has been widely discussed today. I have the distinct privilege as his chief and friend to present his name here today for inclusion on the Oregon Police Memorial Wall. Tom was taken from us by a cowardly act that attracted widespread media attention. In our mass media world, the bombing that took Tom's life outshined accomplishments that were much more important. What should have attracted the attention were Tom's accomplishments as a man, as a husband, as a father, a community member, and as a police officer. Tom was born in Prineville, Oregon, and as a child moved to Salem. As a young man, he saw his share of tough farm work building his body and his mind as he did. He graduated from Western Oregon University in 1979 and worked for both the Salem and Hubbard police departments before coming to the Woodburn Police Department in 1980. Tom was also a 1993 graduate of the FBI National Academy. Tom served as a patrol officer, detective, evidence officer, field training officer, patrol sergeant, detective sergeant, and finally as police captain. Tom was my training officer and my sergeant. Later on, roles were reversed when I moved into command. He often reminded me that he was responsible for my successes, but my failures, not so much. And of course, he never let me forget those few days that I had poor daily observation reports as a recruit. Perhaps it was hitting the truck or the pole or whatever it was that he didn't like. If I had time today, I would share with you all of the events of our career. I would share with you the laughter, the wonder, and sometimes the terror of being a Woodburn police officer. But my time is brief today, so let me just say that Tom loved his job. I know that because we shared 20 years on the job together. But I know that Tom loved his family more, much more. In good times and in bad, Tom was there for his wife Mary, his daughters Rebecca and Jennifer, and son Scott, as well as his mom and his siblings. Tom loved camping and doing anything outdoors, especially with the family and friends. He liked to hunt, but we often kidded him when the lack of game came back that it was really just hiking and camping with guns. It wasn't really hunting. But the professionally he was, Tom didn't get away as much as he liked. Yes, as for most of us in law enforcement, the job takes us away from our family way too much. But Tom always found a way to be involved with his family and with his community. He was consistently able to get to sporting events, to family meetings, to special appointments, and he never ended a phone call without saying, "I love you." This was Tom. If you were his friend, you knew it. If you were his partner, he was always there to back you up. Tom was involved in many service clubs and local service organizations. Groups like the American Cancer Society's Relay for Life, Woodburn Kiwanis, Love Santa, Woodburn High School Bulldog Foundation, and Blanchette High Parents. If Tom saw something that needed done, he didn't wait around for someone to do it, he did it, especially in the community. He stepped up and took care of it. Tom also believed that if something needed doing in police work, rank didn't matter. It simply needed to be done, and it got done. We shared a belief that command officers are no better or worse than the line officers. Where needed, we all should step up, not take over, just be there as a resource for the officers who are working so hard on the call that they're on. The effects of the blast that cold December evening have robbed me of my memory of the events leading up to it. But I know in my heart that Tom and I stopped by that call that evening just to see what we could do to help. That was how Tom translated his familiar "I love you" that he often said to family to his officers. On the job it was, "I'm here to help, what can I do?" If Tom were here with us today, I believe he would challenge each of us to examine ourselves and ask ourselves, how much do we love our community? How much do we love our family and our fellow officers? And so, my friends, fellow officers, and honored guests, I proudly submit the name of my friend and hero, Thomas Paul Tennant, as more than worthy to be honored here among his brothers and sisters on the Oregon Police Memorial. Rest well, my brother. We love you too. We will see you again, but for now, we have the watch.